Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tania, and here on this channel we talk about all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. Today is a sit down video. We're talking about trends for 2025. We're talking about the predicted trends, the fashion trends, the style trends. So if you're looking to revamp or stay on trend, this is the channel for you, and this is the video you're gonna want to watch if you want to stay up to date on the new fashion trends. We're talking about all of the predicted trends for 2025, and this is like my favorite fashion sit down video. Be sure to like this video. Also, consider subscribing. I am so close to my 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to hit that goal by the end of this month. So if you would help me do that, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, send this to a friend who is looking to stay on trend and be a fashion girly this year. Send this to them. This will give you a complete guide of what you need to stay on trend in the fashion department. Let's get right into it. I love doing trend reports after fashion week, and I've done one in the past. I usually break it down for fall, winter, spring, but I think I'm just gonna incorporate the full 2025 year, because I feel like the things you wear in the winter of 2025, the beginning, usually end up being worn at the end of the year as well. And for me personally, I am going through a journey in my personal style where I'm not too focused on trends or buying into trends, but more of understanding the trends and kind of reworking them or revamping them to fit my lifestyle or fit what my personal style and what I actually already own in my closet. So there's gonna be more to come on these trends. So you wanna make sure you stay tuned and make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'm gonna do some styling of these trends as well. So yeah, let's get right into the trends. So I always like to start my trend report with colors, okay? So every season, every year, we always see certain colors coming down the runway. We always see a color scheme or some big color. See it on the retail side, in all of the fashion brands, and all the fashion houses will focus on this specific color. A few years back it was red. This previous year it was burgundy and khaki colors. This year it's interesting. The colors are more of a pastel color scheme. So think pistachio green, lilac, right? A big one is baby powder pink, which is very interesting in comparison to years ago when the Barbie movie came out in that hot pink color, especially with Valentino. They love that hot pink color. Then it was the red, then it was burgundy. So this upcoming year, we're gonna see a lot more pastels. We're gonna see a lot of powder pinks, a lot of lilacs, a lot of pistachios. Think Easter egg colors, okay? It's interesting. So if you have these things, which most of us do, especially with spring upcoming, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of this soft colors come around, and you'll see those in the retail brands as well. There is the more of the neutral. It's the espresso mocha mousse, I guess a lot of people are calling it that, which is just a play on the brown. I feel like last fall brown was a big color, this espresso dark brown, and now it's like this tannish mocha moussey type of like neutrally brown color, which I feel like is a hue of tan. I'm a monochromatic girl. Like, I love a monochrome outfit, so I would wear both. So if I have something dark and I have something mocha mousse, I'm gonna wear them together. Personally, I plan on using the browns with the pastels together. That's something I always like want and envision myself wearing. So I plan on taking some of those pastel colors and mixing them with the mocha mousse or the brown. Like, I've always wanted to wear lilac and brown together. I've never done it, but it's something that I definitely want to try this upcoming spring. And I feel like it would be on trend based on these colors and this color scheme. I feel like lilac and brown together looks really good when done right. I'm popping up inspiration, so just so you can get an idea. I also feel like the pistachio with brown would look really good as well. I'm just envisioning how to incorporate both of these colors together. And another color scheme we'll see is a lot of neutrals, like the khaki, the color green, the olive green, which I think is not really off trend. Like, I think these are colors that we've seen, but I saw a lot of this pastel color scheme, and I'm excited to see what we see in color pastel that I like. Like, I love the green, I love the pastel green. I'm not a big powder pink girl. I do like the butter yellow color. Like the butter yellow, ooh, that's good. That's good on my skin tone. That's something I could probably get away with. The butter yellow is something that I would probably gravitate towards a little more in comparison to the powder pink. All right, let's move on. The next trend I want to talk about, I like to segment them into different categories, and the next one is textures and patterns. Okay, so textures, last year we saw suede. Suede was everywhere. You could get a suede bag, a faux suede jacket, suede pants. Suede was everywhere. Suede boots. We saw a ton of suede. I'm predicting that corduroy will make this huge debut. I've already seen a little bit of corduroy on the runway. I've seen corduroy kind of peeking through, and I feel like corduroy's a little easier to obtain. It's a little more affordable. So if you are looking for still wear your suede, because I feel like suede just never goes out of style. Suede is a very sustainable and great piece and material to have in your closet. It always looks very lush. Even when it's faux suede, it still has a bit of luxe to it. Corduroy is made out of different materials, and it's a little more affordable. So I feel like corduroy is an easy one. You can easily find corduroy at a thrift store as well. I do have a few pairs of corduroy pants that I will love to wear this spring, just kind of as it's getting a little cooler, and it's a good way to like wear corduroy with a t-shirt, or even in the fall, winter, when we're back into the cold months, corduroys I think is going to make a really big rise. All right, so the next one is patterns. Leopard print went crazy, and we'll still see some leopard print. Animal print in general is just going to take a rise. I'm really excited for the zebra print. I'm seeing zebra print a lot of different places. I've always loved snake print, so I've talked to you guys about that before. I'm not a big leopard print girly on my body. Maybe a bag, but never on my actual body. It has to be done right. If snake print is like my favorite, and I really do want something that has like zebra print. I would love a zebra print skirt. Pull in some zebra print, maybe in the summertime. A zebra print dress would look really, I think, beautiful as a maxi dress in the summer. I really would love to see like a zebra print midi skirt or maxi skirt. Oh, that would be so beautiful. Even a zebra print shoe, if like you're not someone who wants to wear the pattern on your full body, but maybe an accessory, a bag, a shoe. So you will see a lot more animal print for sure. And I think zebra print's going to be the one that you see a lot of. I've seen a lot of like cowhide and cow print. That's not really my thing, you know, as the cowboy culture kind of continues to set a trailblaze, you know, with the Cowboy Carter tour coming out and all these things. Like, we're going to still see like all of these prints, and you're going to have a lot of access to these prints. So just be on the lookout for that. Okay, and we also have to mention sheer. I feel like sheer's been on the rise for some time, but there's like this romance era that's happening where we're seeing a lot of sheer, a lot of bodice, a lot of like satin sets. There's a lot of different things happening in the romance scheme. So I'm just gonna put the sheer and like the frills and like the floofy stuff in this textures pattern segment, because we will see a lot of these sheers or this like material kind of like cascading off of the body, this romantic goddess. Like, there's like two different things happening. There's like this romance goddess mermaid type of thing happening, and then there's this cottage core Bridgerton vibe happening, and both of these things are happening at the same time. There's there's a lot of like overlap, which I do love, because that means that you can play with different things you already own and kind of mix and match. So I love that these two are kind of like one in one. The sheer look, I have a few sheer pieces. I've wanted a sheer skirt for some time. Organza material skirt with a blazer on top, or underneath like a mini dress. Oh, that just sounds so cute. I have not purchased one, but that ideally that's how I would wear sheer. I also like when people take like sheer pants, like them under like a dress or a blazer. I really like the way that looks. That's how I would do the sheer. I do have a few sheer tops. I have lace bodice tops, so that kind of will give me that with what I already have. Okay, so now let's group and get all the last few pieces out. I will say that this category I will call the aesthetic category, which is an overall look or ideology, I guess, or style. And I think this is really good for someone who is trying to hone in on their personal style. I think it's fun to explore all of these trends and kind of figure out where you find most comfort in. So if you're new to the channel, I am on a journey right now where I am trying to hone in on my personal style. I have taken on a challenge to not buy anything this year and just focus on my current clothes that I do have, what I own in my closet. I've been shopping my closet and pulling out pieces that maybe I haven't thought about wearing, purchased, and never got a chance to wear, and just to figure out what I find comfort in, what makes me feel happy, what makes me feel good. And I feel like knowing the trends as well will help you understand like what's out there, but also what you will find comfort in or you can gravitate towards. Find one of these trends and you can type in Pinterest one of the names and it will give you all of these outfits and inspiration, and hopefully it will help. First one I want to talk about is the polished boho core, the boho chic 2.0. I like to call it edgy boho. So I feel like there's multiple subsets within the aesthetic. So boho in general, right? But you could have like an elevated boho. You could do a classic boho. Like this could be your entire aura. This could be your entire style, right? You could be one of those boho girlies like Rachel Zoe, who prefers a wide leg bell bottom jean over a straight leg, and that's like your style. That's what you prefer, right? So this may be something that you consider your personal style. So you can go on Pinterest and say, you know what, I want to do the boho look. Let me figure out ways that I can make it my own. So for me, I'm not a huge boho girl, but I am in the summer. In the summertime, I love the boho look. So for me, it's seasonal. So for me, it would be a more edgy boho would be my style. So boho dress, I would put on like a cool sandal or an edgy bag or a leather jacket on top of a boho. This is how I would do it. But we saw a surge of the boho vibe from Chloe to Isabel Marant, which is my girl. Isabel Marant is my favorite designer, and I feel like this is very much her style. This is very much her classic, you know, design, is this boho chic look. So just think of ruffles, dresses, kind of like this I guess ethereal look. I mean, you can do this in so many different ways, and you can add your own little touch to it. You know, if you're more of a prim and proper girl, you can do like the boho vibe with like lace and more of the girly vibe. You could, if you're more earthy, you can do like earth tones. You could pick colors, you can pick tones, but it's an entire like vibe, right? Just think of like frilly dresses, earthiness, these big giant belts that hang low. Like that's something I want to try. The big belts, like you can mix the the animal print in there with, you can just make it so many different things with the boho vibe. So I really do love it. But even like your jewelry, like the big shark tooth jewelry, or you know, these turquoise rings, and there's just so many boho inspired things. Like the cowboy culture and the boho kind of run side by side. Yeah, so I really do like the boho vibe. Try to think of things that resonate with you and then go search on Pinterest and get inspired. There's so many different looks. I'm popping up some inspiration on the side. Like I said, for me, I would try to make this a little edgier based on my lifestyle. Like I love the friar boots. I love wearing friar boots and a skirt. Like that's how I would do the boho vibe. A cowboy boot and like a an off the shoulder frilly dress. Like that's how I would do it. The next one is the elevated athleisure, which I feel like has been, you know, on trend for a long time, ever since COVID. I mean, we're still into being comfortable, you know, like we're still looking to be comfortable. And for me, this is something that resonates really well because I do work from home. I am a mother of 2 boys. A lot of my lifestyle includes me wearing either a legging, a sweatpants, and I love being able to elevate it. So I'll buy a lot of sweatpants sets that are higher quality and that I can wear outside of the house, outside of my leggings or my Pilates gear, right? But this, what I'm really excited for is the ballet core. So the ballet Pilates core is what it's being called. We saw ballet flats make a huge entrance in mesh flats, ballet flats, this cute little shoe, which is very interesting because they remind me of my childhood or like my first job where we used to wear ballet flats all the time. And I actually really love them. I have a pair of the Miu Miu ballet flats. I also have another pair of ballet flats that I really love from JW Pie that tie up. But we are seeing this ballet core take a huge trend. You're on your way to Pilates, you're a ballet star. You have, think wrap tops, stirrup leggings, these tie-up ballet shoes. I just love the way it looks. I am putting up inspiration and I just find myself, you don't even have to just wear leggings. You can wear ballet flats with a skirt or a pair of jeans. Like the ballet core is just overall just this like aesthetic, this soft aesthetic, and I do really like it. Athletic but feminine, right? And I really do love it. Okay, my apologies, my camera died. All right, where did we leave off? Oh, we're talking ballet core. Okay, so I really do love the ballet core. Hold on, I gotta readjust. Okay, so I'm really excited for the ballet core, okay? Because I really do love my ballet flat. I'm excited to wear them. I feel like ballet flats are just so cute and so feminine. And I find myself really liking this aesthetic, okay? So just think wearing your ballet flats with anything, like a stirrup legging, a capri legging, a sweater with the socks and your ballet flats. I just love the way this looks. I love the wrap top. I love how soft it looks with the big socks. It's just really cute. I think it's perfect for spring as we're still kind of warming up. All right, and so the ballet core I think is very easy to do. If you have a pair of ballet flats, just throw them on with some leggings. It's not that difficult. You know, get a wrap top. You're already on trend, okay? The next one is still elevated leisure, but more of like a sporty, rich. I feel like this, to me, this is like, think rugby tops, right? Rugby tops, polo tops, this kind of like elevated sweatshirt with denim, tennis, kind of, we've seen this. It's kind of just cyclical. It's the same thing. So if you already have this type of stuff, I saw a lot of like rugby stripe tops. And I remember like Miu Miu doing the same thing, like elevated casual, where they were doing like the loafers with the sports socks and the sports blazer with sweatpants and this rugby top with a polo top and a fitted cap. Like, I love that. I love taking something casual. So like I take like a track pants and put on a t-shirt, but also throw on a blazer with it and a heel. And it's like this elevated, cool girl, casual look, right? I'm actually thinking about wearing that this week. That's actually a good idea. So we will try that this week. Last year, I talked about this English countryside girl, this kind of like the barboard jackets, Princess Diana at Balmoral Heights type of look. Okay, we're still kind of there, but now we're on more of like a countryside, coastal Nantucket girl. Like you're no longer in England. Okay, now you're in Nantucket on the East Coast. I'm in the US, so you know. So you're like a girl from Maine or Martha's Vineyard. Okay, Martha's Vineyard, I like that one better. You I think they're calling it like coastal grandma or something like that, or like fisherman. But think of like your rain boots, your hunter boots paired with like your boat and tote. Okay, I have a boat. We have a family boat. We have a pontoon boat, and I love my boat and tote. So I'm kind of into this because when I go on my boat, I feel like I'm from Nantucket, you know? Like I'll throw on a button up with a pair of shorts, and I'll carry my tote with a fitted hat or, you know, like a little light sweater. Like just think of I'm in the Hamptons, or I'm in the Adirondacks. You're gonna go get a lobster roll and you're stuffing your boat and tote. So think like, you know, like a striped shirt, a nice little cardigan over top, a little shorts, like just, it's not really difficult. I'm popping up little, it's nothing. But to me, I like this idea, especially in the spring, with like a trench coat, a sweater. I'm just thinking of like how my style fits these trends, how I already do most of this already unintentionally. Like I just like being on a boat with my boat and tote, which carries all my snacks and the kids' toys and all the things. And I like wearing a button-up. A button-up is my thing. I love I wouldn't call it a clean girl aesthetic because I'm not like a clean girl aesthetic type of thing, but I love a linen top in the summer and a pair of shorts or denim and a nice little sweater or a cardigan. That's just like my style. So that's what I think of. But I do see there's more like this seersucker kind of like material. Think of like, you can even mix some of the like lacy boho dresses with this farmer fisherman girl who isn't really going to go fish. She just wants to look cute, right? So just think of that. Kind of me. It's like what I hope to be. I'm just in my garden wearing my hunter boots, and I'm picking my fruits and vegetables and pruning my hydrangeas. Like, to me, that's what this gives me. And I love it. I love it. There are a number of trends out there that are floating around or being talked about, but I thought these were the ones that stood out the most, in my opinion, as I watched some of the fashion shows. So I'm interested to try some of them. If you are looking to kind of revamp your style or just get an idea if you're kind of just stale or bored with, I guess, what you're wearing, don't go shopping. Head to Pinterest, type in one of these aesthetics or even the colors that resonated with you or that you are not sure if you would actually look good in, and challenge yourself. Try one of these looks, try one of these trends, and plan your closet. Enjoy. I'm going to actually come back to you guys and go shopping in my closet for these particular trends and style them up with you. And I just want to have fun in my closet. I just want things I've mentioned today, you probably already own and probably already have and probably have already purchased, because again, fashion is cyclical. We do the same things over and over again, whether it be you, your mama, your auntie. Someone probably has wore this a certain way and you probably own it. And if you don't, you probably can find it at the thrift store. Be seen on the high street market, and you'll be able to attend some of these trends, but make it your own. Don't be afraid to try something new. Be sure to use Pinterest, because it is a great tool to get an idea of what you like. But that is all I have for today for trends. Until next time.